On the news this afternoon, Senate rejects new financial technology, grants full oversight to CBN. NNPC raises petrol price to 933 naira per litre. Plus, US closes Abuja embassy, reshuttles appointments over protest fears. Good afternoon and welcome to the news at 3. I am Catherine Ago. Rivers State is the treasure base of the nation. Let's build and take her to greater heights. It is a task we must accomplish. You can watch our news on YouTube and Facebook, TikTok and Instagram at RSTVPH online. You can subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. Now details of the news. Adolescent female students in Rivers State have been taught the gains of pursuing their careers with resilience and the dangers inherent in teenage pregnancy. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Professor Justin Ojimbo, said the right information is necessary to avoid unnecessary situations later in life. Gaspar Anole was at the Government Girls Secondary School in Meme, venue of the sensitization program organized by TJE Rivers State Ministry of Health. Take a look.
Represented by the Program Manager for Health and Development in the Department of Public Health Disease Control Services, Rivers State Ministry of Health, Tammy Briggs, Professor Jumbo said Obiapo, Port Harcourt City, Eleme and Oba Ebemandoni local government areas were selected this week for the health sensitization. She emphasized that the exercise for the adolescent female students on sexual and reproductive health, emotional health, gender-based violence, menstrual hygiene, prevention of teenage pregnancy, dangers of drug abuse, among others, will go a long way to assist them. According to her, the spate of teenage pregnancy is on the increase, hence the need for the sensitization at the adolescent stage, where full maturity is not visible, and the outcome of teenage pregnancy is mostly maternal death and the mobility of
on the rise, because the outcome of teenage pregnancy is mostly maternal death and of course morbidity of the newborn. So that is why we're dedicated to ensure that they get the accurate information as regards their health.
Other resource persons at the event dwelt extensively on the types of sexual transmitted viruses and diseases, as well as the dangers of drug abuse and illicit substances. They disclosed that tramadol, Indian hemp, cocaine, ice, and other related substances are destructive, and advised the students to be wise to discover misleading messages and gifts. Speak out always and protect their future.
And one important way we can prevent sexually transmitted infection is to what? HIV is also sexually transmitted. So at all costs, you need to protect yourself as a girl child.
It is the right that these substances affect the way your brain functions. It affects your mood. It affects the way you think. And it affects the way you act. Nobody will stop you from becoming that thing you want to be, except your best self.
Some students who were delighted spoke on the knowledge gained.
I learned that we should abstain ourselves from premarital sex. Also emphasize on our goals in life.
Learned that abstinence is a convenient means to avoid sexually transmitted infections.
God's Power Anele, Rstv News.
Efforts geared toward repositioning and rebranding the Rivers State Television to perform its statutory responsibility and compete favorably in the modern media industry in the state and country are already in top gear. Acting General Manager Ambassador Paul Dambo gave this assurance while recounting his achievements since his assumption of office at the second Rstv Stewardship Prayer and Fasting meeting. Namdi Olimini completes the report.
Ambassador Dambo took advantage of the second monthly stewardship prayer and fasting meeting to remind the staff of efforts made so far to restore the past glory of the once vibrant television station east of the Niger. He said on assumption of office barely 3 months ago, he met dilapidated infrastructure, demoralized workforce, with poor attitude to work. He said plans are already on to extend work in all the offices, while in-house training and retraining of workers to improve their productivity and to catch up with innovations in modern broadcasting techniques has commenced. The acting general manager expressed determination to make a difference through quality broadcasting, pointing out that the station has procured new equipment and the renovation of the staff quarters in the premises to enhance staff welfare, productivity and staff motivation. He warned against truancy and tribalistic tendencies amongst workers, noting that positions should be given to persons who are capable irrespective of their tribe, while the interests of the station should be given prominence above personal considerations.
We have to move, and you have to come up with ideas that will move this place, move your unit, move your department. We have also done the solar panel, extended it to library department and the editing suite, and this is to ensure stable light and at the end of these long issues of darkness in our offices.
Some staff of Rivers State Television said they are highly impressed with the performance of the acting general manager and the management in a very short time, assuring that they will reciprocate the gesture by giving their best. They equally thanked Governor Siminalayi Fubara and the Permanent Secretary Minister of Information and Communication, Dr. Onosirawo, for supporting the station and appealed for major intervention from government, including provision of a digital transmitter, operational vehicles and other facilities to make the station function optimally.
Management had shown that they are people-oriented. They have policies that could affect the lives of the staff positively and in many ways. I cannot begin now to count or recount all that the management had done that I should commend, but I know that the staff are happy and they are supportive of whatever you are doing.
Within this short period of time, he took over the mantle of leadership. He has exemplified true leadership. He has given governance, he has given administration human face. And it behoves on everyone to queue behind him to achieve set targets.
Highlights of the monthly stewardship meeting were unveiling and distribution of the new Rstv stickers as part of the rebranding of Rstv. Nnamdi Olimini, Rstv News.
Rivers State is the treasure base of the nation. Remember, you can watch our news on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at RSTVPH. You can also subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. Still to come, Iran hits US oil tanker in Gulf. And in sports, NFF dismisses claims in Gold World Cup hopes over, says FIFA yet to communicate with Federation. These and more after the break. Stay tuned.
Rstv, your source for authentic coverage. View us on
YouTube RSTVPH, Facebook RSTVPH, TikTok RSTVPH,
and GoTV at channel 142.
This is RSTV World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. RSTV, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
You're welcome back. The Senate has called for a stronger regulatory framework that will place the Central Bank of Nigeria at the center of supervising the country's fast-growing financial technology sector. Chairman of the Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions, Senator Muke Adetokunbo Abiru, disclosed this during a one-day public hearing at the National Assembly, Abuja. The hearing focused on the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act Amendment Bill 2025 and an investigative session into the operations of Ponzi schemes in Nigeria, with particular reference to the recent crypto bullion exchange incident. Abiru said the proposed amendment seeks to strengthen the existing legal framework under the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2020 and provide a clear statutory basis for the designation, registration and supervision of systematically important institutions, particularly technology-driven financial service providers. According to him, the bill will amend BOFIA 2020 to reflect the realities of Nigeria's evolving financial ecosystem, where fintech companies now process huge transaction volumes and hold sensitive financial data belonging to millions of Nigerians. He further said the amendment would empower the CBN to designate qualifying fintechs and digital financial institutions as systematically important institutions, establish a national registry to enhance transparency and beneficial ownership disclosure. The United States mission in Nigeria has announced the temporary closure of its embassy in Abuja for routine business, citing potential protest in the nation's capital. In a notice shared via its official X handle, the mission stated that the embassy will remain closed until Monday, March 9, 2026. Visa appointments originally scheduled for March 4 and 5, as well as American Citizens Services appointments scheduled for March 5, have been rescheduled to next week. The mission instructs visas and other applicants to check their emails for new appointment dates. The mission further instructed visa applicants who do not receive a new appointment to seek assistance through the Visa Navigator platform and urged the public to monitor its official website and social media channels for further updates. The closure reportedly follows a heavy deployment of security agencies across Abuja over a possible protest by members of the Islamic movement in Nigeria after similar protests were recorded. In our business, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) has increased the pump price of petrol at its retail outlets to 933 naira per litre in Lagos and 960 naira per litre in Abuja. The development came days after the Dangote Petroleum Refinery increased its ex-gantry petrol price to 874 naira per litre on March 2, up from 774 naira per litre. The hike in pump prices follows ongoing geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, which have triggered sharp movements in global crude oil prices. On March 3, Brent crude rose to $85 per barrel, up from $72 recorded on February 28. Meanwhile, the Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria has urged the federal government to ensure a steady supply of crude oil to local refineries to reduce the impact of global disruptions on Nigeria's petroleum markets. The association warns that if the crisis persists, the effect could extend beyond pump prices to affect foreign exchange stability, domestic fuel prices, and overall inflation. Iran had struck a U.S. oil tanker in the Gulf with a missile on Thursday, the latest Iranian attack on the energy industry in the region. Iran's Revolutionary Guard said the ship was hit by a missile in the north of the Persian Gulf and is currently on fire. The incident, which has not been independently confirmed, came as the Guard said they had full control of the Strait of Hormuz, which connects the Gulf to the Indian Ocean and is a vital oil and gas transit route. Meanwhile, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi had earlier accused the United States of committing an atrocity by sinking an Iranian Navy ship off Sri Lanka and warned it would bitterly regret the precedent set. And our sports. The Nigeria Football Federation has dismissed widespread reports that Nigeria's 2026 FIFA World Cup hopes are over, insisting that FIFA has not issued any formal communication to the Federation regarding the pending eligibility disputes involving DR Congo. NFF Director of Communications Ademola Olajire said that the Federation remained in a state of active anticipation. The clarification came after several media outlets ran breaking news reports claiming FIFA had confirmed DR Congo as Africa's representative in the Inter-Confederation Playoff Tournament, with headlines declaring Nigeria's World Cup dream effectively. FIFA confirmed it was reviewing the matter, but has not provided no timeline for a verdict. The delay has drawn mounting frustrations in Nigeria, with the Inter-Confederation Playoffs now just weeks away. The tournament is scheduled to run from March 26 to 31 in Guadalajara and Monterrey, Mexico, where DR Congo is slated to face either Jamaica or New Caledonia. Officials from Jamaica's Football Federation have reportedly warned that a late ruling could disrupt their travel and tactical